works. Awesome. All right. Well, good evening, Team Legacy and our LifeVantage family. How are you guys doing? Oh my gosh, it's April. We are officially, well, according to the calendar, it's spring. I know for some of you, you're still waiting for spring to show. I was talking to my mom yesterday and she said all they've had is nothing but rain up in Pennsylvania. And then my sister was telling me how cold it was there in Ohio. And I even saw someone post some pictures yesterday of some flurries coming back around. So it looks like for some of you, um, winter is really struggling to want to say farewell and move on and allow spring to show face. So, but anyway, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to join us tonight. We are actually excited because we're gonna give you some inside information that we found out just yesterday on our executive call. And it seems like the company's kind of jumped the gun on some things, actually. I'm not used to them sharing so much information so early before our global convention, but we'll share with you what we have. But before we do, what I would like to do real quick is do a little bit of recognition. Um, let's see here. Let me see if I can just screen share real quick here what I got. You can let me know if you can see my screen there.
Yep.
You guys seeing what we got there? So, all right. So, first of all, for some of our recognition for this evening, I want to recognize our diamond sellers. Our diamond sellers are individuals who have sold 4,000 or above in personal customer sales, right? So personal customers only, not consultant enrollments, but customers. And so congratulations to Stacy Zerfoss, Dr. Rich and Tippy Petrus, Amos Mast, Joel and Rachel Brenneman, Jonathan and Martha Yoder, Mark Zerfoss, Frank Villa, Velma and Ralph Schwartz. And last but not least, Brian and I also made the list. So again, we gotta lead by example, right? We got to show you guys we are still in the game. We are making it happen. So, but also while I am on this screen, I wanted real quickly to give a shout out to Jonathan and Martha Yoder. So, and the reason I say this because Jonathan and Martha Yoder,
Yeah.
Yoder hit a great milestone in their business, and they hit um they hit what was it senior no it was I thought it was MC3, right? That's the last
MC3.
one before executive.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the last one before?
40,000.
Yes,
Yeah.
MC3. So they hit MC3, the rank of MC3. And if you don't know what that means, that's okay. But MC3 is the last stop before executive level. Isn't that incredible? That means that they had over 40,000 in organizational volume. They were balanced the right way. All the right things were in place. This dynamic couple have come in, they've hit the ground running. They even went to Growth Summit last year as well as they rose the ranks and earned the trip to go to the Growth Summit. They actually spoke at our Team Legacy Summit about that incredible trip that they went on. And again, they just hit MC3, and this is while they are like deep in the life, they're building onto their house, they've got in-laws that are going to be moving in with them. Like we all have stuff happening, right? Life's always happening. That's going to happen, but they have found a way to continue to grow their business. And so a huge congratulations to them on hitting MC3. Couldn't be more proud of that couple. So congratulations to you guys. Next up, some recognition. Last month was the last month to qualify for the Alaskan cruise. So not only did you have to have a minimum of 300 points to qualify for this Alaskan cruise, but you also had to earn 3 enroll tracks, 3 retain tracks, and those are the 2, right? The retain and the enroll. I thought
Retain
there was
enrollment
another one.
tracks and earn points.
Yeah, and the points, right? So, so congratulations, huge shout out. We're going to be setting sail. Stacy Zerfos actually is going on this Alaskan cruise. She had the most points. She had over 700 qualifying points, which is a top tier. So she's going to get her, she's getting extra money. She's getting her airline tickets paid for. This is truly an all expense paid trip for her. Marlon and Janet Graber. Oh my gosh. I have to tell you, so Marlon still had a retained track that he needed to pull off for last month. And I love that he reached out. We had a conversation. We were texting back and forth. We strategized. Um, and dude, he made it happen. He made
Yeah.
it happen. So I love that it just goes to show you that it's not over till it's over, right? Don't throw in the towel before the race is even over. Amazing things can happen in a short period in time. And so, congratulations to Janet and Marlon Graber. We can't wait to be sailing away with you guys as well as Zachary Zerfas. Actually, that's Stacy's nephew. How cool is that? I feel like we're going to have a whole Zerfos family reunion on this cruise. It's just going to be incredible. Also, Karen and Norman Mast. So congratulations to Karen. I mean, oh my gosh, this woman has been working her tail off. Every time I talk to her, she is just on fire. She is so pumped up about these products and what they're doing for other people. And it's funny because when you talk to Karen, she doesn't understand if someone just doesn't see it. Like, how can they not see how amazing this opportunity is? So, totally very happy for Karen and Norman for that, as well as Martha and Jonathan Yoder, right? It makes sense, right? They're rank advancing, they're going to the growth summits, they're doing all the things, they're leading by example, and they too also qualify for the Alaskan cruise. And then last but not least, Brian and I were able to also pull out that last retained track last month and secured our spot as well. So, congratulations to everybody who qualified for this cruise. The cruise will be in August. We're going to be setting sail out of Seattle, Washington, I believe, which is super, super cool. And so, I've never done an Alaskan cruise. Typically, when we go on cruises, Brian, or when we go on vacation, we go to tropical places, right? So
Yep. The Caribbean.
yeah, or the Caribbean or somewhere like so this is going to be a little bit of a different type of vacation for us, but our intentions are to bring Austin with us as well. So I know some of you have intentions to bring your kiddos also, and it's just going to be an incredible experience, and I just am so glad that we're going to be able to do it all together. So I don't know, maybe we want to talk a little bit about global convention, Brian. Do we want to talk a little bit about global convention?
Well, yeah, well, sure. Because it's coming up this month. I mean, it only happens every year and a half that the company does global convention, where consultants from around the world come in and we all spend 3 days together. And it's going to be action packed. There's a lot happening. I mean, there's always good stuff happening at LifeVantage. And so there's going to be some great announcements happening, some great training as well. And they're really driving home this drive theme, for this year, the drive era. And so everything's going to be kind of race car themed. Holly and I were asked to talk from stage, so we made sure we incorporated some racing terms into our talk. And so there's gonna be a lot of fun things. And so they did announce some Axio that's going to be available.
Yeah, I've got a slide for that too.
Oh,
I got a
okay.
slide for that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we got Axio flavors coming out. Um, and just a lot of fun. So if you are going, we're going to see you there, and you're just going to have just a wonderful experience. If you're still thinking about going, I'd highly encourage you to just commit to go. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. It's going to be well worth it. No one has ever gone to a LifeVantage event and said, well, that was a waste of time. It's just never happened in the history of LifeVantage. They're all just wonderful events. So you definitely want to figure it out and get yourself there for this year, because it's not going to happen again for another year and a half. So you're
Yeah,
going to
18
lose,
months.
yeah, you're going to
18
lose
months.
18 months
Oh my
where
God.
you could have gone and heard something that is going to change your business forever. And you may have to wait another 18 months for you to hear whatever you need to hear to make that magic happen inside of your business. I mean, we know this for a fact because it happened to us many times going to these events, just hearing something. And it's random. It's completely random. Someone from stage just says something that just triggers a thought that makes you just makes you put a little effort and more effort into your business, and it just propels your business that much further forward. So we're looking
Yeah.
forward to it. We're looking forward to seeing all those that from our team that go and spend some time with you. Give everybody hugs and shake your hand and just spend some time together, having some fun.
Yeah, I see Sarah's one of the brave individuals who's actually showing her face tonight. So thank you for that, Sarah, for showing up. I love it. I love to see that. Maybe if you wouldn't mind, and I know we hadn't planned on this, you come to the events. You love the events, you've come to the events, you bring the kids. I know some people that'll be like, oh, well, I've got little ones. I can't come, and they use that kind of as their excuse, but I know that's not you. So, would you mind? I don't know if you can take yourself off of mute and maybe tell us a little bit about why do you come to events? Like you've been to them before, so it's not like, like why do you take the time and spend the money and come to events?
Um, so I was with LifeVantage a few years before I got married. And I was 27 when I got married. So sometimes it seems to me like people who get married at 20, I mean, yes, they had hobbies and passions and they were their own person before they got married. But if you get married that young, um, I think it's just different than like me getting married at 27. I had my own business. I was with LifeVantage, traveling with LifeVantage for conventions, and especially now that I have two kids, um, going to events is one way that I can fill my cup and recharge my batteries. And then I can be a better mom, a wife, and a friend, like just a better person. And if you want to be successful in network marketing, who else are you going to learn from other than like going to the actual events? Um, I wasn't planning to go to this event because my daughter broke her collarbone 4 weeks ago, yesterday, 4 weeks ago. But last night I asked my husband, and also one of my cousins is getting married the Thursday, like of convention. And so I was supposed to be helping to take care of like the small children at her wedding. And then last night I asked my husband if I get a sitter to watch the kids Thursday night, like for the night, and have them Friday, like, is he okay if I go to convention? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Like, if make arrangement for the kids. So I've been looking at ticket prices, and this morning I told my mom, I don't think I'm going to go to my cousin's wedding because ticket prices to leave like at 4 or like 6 or 7 Thursday afternoon and evening are way more expensive. And I wouldn't get to Salt Lake until like 9, 10 o'clock. And if I go to Salt Lake anyway, I want to do another tour of the office. And if I go, I want to make sure I get everything out of it that I can and really recharge my batteries because this weekend my husband's going on a men's restoration trip with some of the guys from church. And then the end of April, he's going to Cincinnati for some kind of business training for his new business venture. And I was like, I really need to charge my batteries too. So I'm super excited to book my flights and my ticket and find a room. But yeah, I've never regretted going to an event.
Well,
It's
thank
awesome.
you so much, Sarah. That's fantastic. I'm so glad things are working themselves out, and I love that. You just again, we got to recharge our batteries. It's important to invest in ourselves, and we made a decision to be a part of this business. And here's my thing, if you're not where you want to be in this business, or you're not the rank you want to be, you're not making the kind of money that you want to make, all those things, instead of using those as the excuses, use those as the reason. Use those as the reason in order to come to this event. So I love that Sarah talked about the tours, because the company is actually offering tours. The headquarter tours are going to now be free at Global Convention. And you can sign up for registration. There's going to be different tour times. They're actually providing the transportation too. So you sign up for a specific time slot, they're going to pick you up, they're going to take you there, they're going to tour with you, and then they're going to drop you off. So if you've never been to headquarters, it's kind of cool because again, it makes things real, right? We always talk about the company, but when you can physically walk the floor and you can see the nameplates on the walls and talk to the corporate staff, the people that we get to talk to over the phone, and that really help us with our business, I think it's pretty impactful. So free tours with that are going to happen as well, which is really, really cool. Also, for those of you who wish maybe you had a better understanding of the compensation plan, they're doing a separate training just for the compensation plan. And of course, who better than to present on that but Tyler Daniels? So Tyler Daniels is going to be presenting the compensation plan on Saturday morning. It's going to be from 7 a.m. to 8:30, and seating is literally first come, first serve. I am telling you, this is going to be probably a standing room only event. I've seen it happen before with the doctors' events that they have. It's going to be in the grand ballroom. So if you want to know everything there is to know and hear it from the man, Tyler himself, then make sure that you have that on your radar as well. Brian, do you want to talk about this one a little bit? Because you kind of already let the cat out of the bag a little bit.
Yeah. What's we talked about new Axio flavors, coming out these events, and so there's two flavors that are going to be featured there at the event this time, and so we have Tiger's Blood Axio. And when I first heard this, I'm like, okay, what's Tiger's Blood? I'm not sure if that's something I want to drink. And remind me, Holly, it's a combination of strawberry, coconut, and watermelon. Is that right?
Yep, you got it.
I guess it's on the picture there. I can just look at the
Yep.
picture. Yeah. I didn't even see that. I was going from memory. Yeah, strawberry, watermelon, and coconut combined to make this what they call Tiger's Blood. And so you can only get them in bundles of 3. And they come in the canisters because it's limited time. But when you get bundles of 3, you get this free shaker bottle as well.
Yep.
Here's the kicker. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
You have to be there to get it. They're not making this available to order if you're not there. Okay, it's kind of a bummer if you're not going. I don't know if Holly, you're going to talk about it now, or if we're kind of coming up with some creative ways where people can get their hands on it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, but I didn't know if
Yeah.
you're announcing that tonight or if you're going to save that.
No, I can totally do that. I know we don't have a ton of people here, but hey, this is the advantage of being on the calls live, because here's the deal. For those who are not able to come to Global Convention but want to get their hands on the Tiger's Blood the Jungle Axio, you can, but you've got to go through us. You got to let us know and place an order, because here's what's going to happen. The company is not going to allow us to place order on other people's business centers. So just understand that right off the bat. But if you really want to get your hands on this Axio, reach out to Brian or I. And the cost of it, if you look at the price on the thing, it's $179.97 for 3. If you divide that by 3, it comes out to $59.99 per canister. Okay. So just say $60 per canister. And then, so if you want, just say maybe 1 or 2, you can pay us for that, along with, I think we said like $5 was going to be the shipping or something like that.
Yeah.
Brian. Again, we've got to not only bring these back with us on the plane, but we're then also going to have to ship them out to you, which we're happy to do. And you can go ahead and pay us. There's a couple different ways, but if you have any interest, honestly, in getting your hands on some of this, reach out to us and let us know. Because we want to be able to take some orders for you. We're basically going to place the order on our personal business center because it's the only way we can make it happen, but we're going to bring it home and then ship it out to you. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to get 3 and do that bundle, then you'll also get that free bottle. And it's not a plastic shaker bottle, you guys. This is a metal insulated water bottle. Okay. This is a nice, they were showing it to us actually on the phone call. So the shipping's going to be a little bit more. I think it might be like $8 or $9 for us to ship all 3 of those Axios along with the water bottle to you. But again, we're trying to give you that option because they've never done this before. When they've offered these LTOs, yes, you get to taste them first at Global and you get to buy them right at Global. You don't have to wait, but they've never not allowed people outside of Global to be able just to go in and order it online. And so this literally is a once you're either there and get it or you don't and you miss out, right? So if you have any interest in that, let us know. Because depending on the number of orders that we get, we may have to cut it off at a certain point. So it may be first come, first serve, because we're only going to have like so much room in the 2 extra suitcases that we're going to bring. So
they're only going to make this available to order if they still have inventory after convention. I can see them doing that.
I don't know, because I reached out to corporate today to get confirmation and Skylar told me, nope.
Well, I can see why they would say no now. I'm just saying if there's a small possibility of them still having inventory, then they would, I think they would make it available, but that would be while supplies last.
Yeah.
And they would go very quick. So, so yeah, if you want to try this, at least just get 1 canister. You don't have to buy all 3. You can get 1 canister, and try it for yourself. I'm anxious to try it myself. I'm not a big
I'm
coconut
anxious
fan.
to try it.
I'm not a big coconut fan, but this intrigues me.
With watermelon and strawberry, I mean, I don't know how it can be bad, honestly. So no, you're right. Customers are not going to be able to go on and order this. Consultants are not going to be able to go on and order this. You're either going to be there and get it in person, or you can pay Brian and I, and we will bring some home and ship it out to you.
Yeah.
Those
are we going to talk about the peach?
Yeah. Let's talk about the peach.
So, you have a slide for that. Okay. Yeah. So, hey, guess what? They listened to us, guys. We kept asking for this. Okay. So they're bringing back the Axio Peach Nectarine, and it's going to be in packets and not the tub. Yay, which is awesome. So I think this one, you should be able to order this.
Yes. So they're going to make it available with the sticks in person at Global. However, it is becoming a permanent flavor, and at convention, it's my understanding that it's going to go live, Skylar said. So it will go live so that customers, consultants, anybody and everybody is now going to be able to get their hands on the new on the peach nectarine, which was one of our favorites. We stocked up on that. We got tons of tubs of that stuff. I love that stuff.
Yep. So, so that's great. It was one of my favorite flavors that they've come out with, and so, so I'm really happy about this.
So I know Sarah keeps telling me, I saw that she had posted, she apparently knew about this well in advance. So, I'm impressed because I mean, I have some people that usually leak that stuff to me from the FAB, and nobody even leaked any of that information to us until literally we saw it on the executive call yesterday. So that was one of the very few secrets that have ever been kept.
Oh, Jill told you. Yeah, Jill can't keep a secret, so that doesn't surprise me.
It's true. It's true. It's true. So, also, for those of you who've been with us for a while, I don't know if you remember when they came out with the anniversary Protandim Tri-Synergizer bottles. They had like gold foil wrapping and stuff like that on them. They were really cool. We actually bought a set, and we have those in our cabinets and have held on to that. And so at Global, they're also going to be offering a special limited edition Protandim Tri-Synergizer bottles. They've got some snazzy little blinged out labels. They look really cool. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I do kind of like the,
Yeah, I would like to see these labels become
cool. Yes, I would like to see these as just our regular labels. I mean, I think these are really, really fun. But Those are going to be available at Global, so you can actually buy the Protandim Tri-Synergizer for $133.99, which is awesome. That's going to be available for folks to snatch up as well. They're going to have other promotions. They always do, right? So they've got this tote bag that's going to be branded with LifeVantage. It's actually in the Mind Body green color. So not going to lie, kind of excited about the bag too. I love my bags. I know some of you are big bag people as well. But the company is putting together basically what they're calling the Axio Tiger's Blood Jungle Bundle. All right. And so I know Jungle Bundle, it's kind of
Try to
funny.
say that 10 times real fast.
Say that 10 times, right? So if you get the Axios, the Tri-Synergizers, and you grab yourself some Peach Axio, you're going to get the tote bag, you're going to get the blender bottle, you get all this stuff together for $433.94. So it's actually a really great deal. And if you're there, then you can take advantage of this bundle. If not, obviously, then you won't be able to. But I know Brian and I like to snag these things up. We like to use them as extra incentives. So think about that for those of you who have your own teams, or maybe have a team that you want to get going and maybe have a fun challenge or do an incentive. How cool is it for you to be able to offer something that they can't get anywhere else, right? They can only get it because you snatched it up and you're offering it up for them to earn it, which is fun. So just something to kind of keep in mind with that. So the Drive Air incentive, did you want to talk a little bit about this, Brian?
I don't, because I don't understand it completely. Quite honestly.
At least you're honest. Okay, so you guys may know that the first Drive Air incentive from January through March it was all around Rise era tracks. Okay. And those tracks allowed you to earn things. So that quarter has come and gone. And now we are in quarter two. Quarter two is basically April, May, and June. So it's 3 months. So this incentive is going to run for 3 months. Okay. And what this means is any new consultant that enrolls in this period and they achieve SC1 within their launch period. Right now, their launch period is usually the first 90 days, and they get $150, like just a bonus for hitting that anyway. The company's actually going to double it. So they're going to get $300. And they actually walk through a whole example. Bottom line is, when it's all said and done, if you bring in a new consultant and help them reach the rank of SC1 within their launch period, they're going to earn an extra $500 on top of the commissions they are already entitled to. That is huge. That's huge. I know there's lots of folks that are doing taxes right now. They're dreading having to pay their taxes. Maybe some people are lucky enough to get a refund and they're trying to figure out, what am I going to do with that refund? For anybody who watches the market, there are some people who are a little nervous about the uncertainty of where the market's going. What better way than to invest in a business and hit the ground running and make an extra $500? So that's going to be going on from April through June, which is really cool. And if let's say you're already an existing consultant, you attend Global Convention, and you personally enroll 2 or more consultants who achieve SC1 within their launch period between April, May, or June. Again, it doesn't have to be all in 1 month, right? Within those 3 months, you enroll 2 consultants that hit SC1. Then you're also going to earn an exclusive pair of LifeVantage shoes. Like, they didn't even show us pictures.
I don't even think they know what they look like yet.
Well, Skylar seemed pretty pumped up about it.
Oh, okay.
But Skylar's into fashion and stuff like that. He seemed to be pretty stoked about the shoes. But imagine having an exclusive pair of LifeVantage shoes, and the only way that you got that was by bringing in new consultants and helping them reach that SC1 period during that launch period. So there's a lot of really cool stuff that's coming out here, you guys, here at Global Convention. Obviously, besides seeing one another and learning and growing and investing in your business, all the things, there's extra incentives, there's extra cash, there's extra bonuses. We got the new Axio flavors coming back, all the things. It's just going to be a phenomenal time. I'm just super stoked about it, to be honest with you. If you're a singer, they're looking for singers, right? To do the talent show. That was a huge hit.
Oh my gosh, that was phenomenal when they
It
did
was
that in
phenomenal.
Nashville
Oh my gosh.
and people got up and sang. I mean, it sounded like a professional concert. Some of those singers could
Yeah.
really sing and hear, they're everyday life management consultants, like us, but they have a hidden talent.
Yep.
So yeah, that's amazing.
Yep. I mean, honestly, I was blown away like you, Brian. I was just, I mean, we're sitting there and I'm just like mouth to the floor in awe. I mean, you just don't know sometimes when you think of a talent show. I think of
Yeah.
karaoke, right? I don't,
All
my
right.
expectations are really low, but after seeing the type of talent that LifeVantage has, I was in awe. So I'm really
Yep.
excited. I'm really excited. There's going to be a recognition gala. You guys are going to be able to get dressed up and come and do the recognition part. I mean, it's oh my gosh. I'm just overjoyed. It's been too long since we've had this type of an event from start to finish. And um, yeah, there's actually early bird tickets still available. So if you or someone you know has not secured their ticket yet, versus just hopping online and registering, let us know. There are people that are selling tickets. It can save you an extra $50. You can use that $50 to buy yourself some Tiger's Blood Axio, and put it towards that. But I don't know. We just so much good stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the company let the cat out of the bag as to what the new flavor was. So for those of you who gave me your guesses on what you thought the new Axio flavors were, you can still text me those if you want or call me and let me know. I'll put your name in the hat because I did agree to do a drawing where we would go ahead and give away one of those to whoever went ahead and threw in a guess. We had a lot of guesses from mango.
Yeah.
A
I was
lot
guessing.
of guesses for mango, given summer flavor.
Yeah.
I would be down with that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would
No
be,
one guessed Tiger's Blood. I'm shocked.
yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I think that's really all we had. I mean, I was just excited to share with you guys what's coming at Global. Um, oh, real quick before we maybe wrap things up, unless you had something, that sounds South Africa inspired, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So, by the way, the new executive trip is going to be in, they wouldn't tell us where the location was. I was so bummed. They only shared with us kind of how to qualify for it, but not where we were going. So, um, but anyway, um, roadshow. Do we want to drop the hint on the roadshow here and what we know so far, Brian?
Yeah, I'd let them
And maybe
prepare
Fannie Mae
now
can
for
fill us
sure.
in. I don't know if she's locked anything in. I don't know.
I mean, we know the rough dates, or I guess the weeks that we're going to be in what location, right?
Right, right.
So maybe we can talk about that so people can start planning, and then we can give them the specifics on the dates and locations once we know
Okay.
those.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. So, for some of you, you've asked us to get back on the road and do some meetings in person, and so we're going to be we're literally flying every week in the month of May. We're going to be tag teaming. Brian and I are going to be splitting up. So one week Brian's flying, the next week I'm flying, the next week Brian's flying, and so on. We're also working with corporate as well to be able to tag team with them and have someone from corporate join us for these meetings. So if you guys want to make a note, please go ahead and do that right now. We'll get you the exact locations of these, but just so that you have an idea of the areas that we're going to be going to that we've talked about. So the first week of May, oh, I have a cheat sheet somewhere. I think it's in my email. Maybe you can pull it up. Let me see here. The first week of May, you guys, what week is that? May
Really, the
5th, I
second week of
think.
May, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Well, I guess the first full week of May.
yeah, the first full week of May. So the first full week of May, we're looking at Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Um, we're going to be doing 2 meetings in Ohio. Um, one was going to be in what did we say? Middlefield
Middlefield, Berlin, and then Western Pennsylvania
and
somewhere.
then one in Western Pennsylvania area.
Yep.
Okay. So there's going to be 3 meetings that first week. The second week in May, on May 12th and 13th, I think it's going to be Monday and Tuesday. It could be Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm still waiting to hear back from Marlon. I'm going to be doing, you Indianers are going to get to have Holly. I'm going to be coming into Indiana And I'm going to be doing, what was it? Spencerville and what was the other one? Let me see here. What was the other one?
Middlebury.
Middlebury. That's right.
Yep.
So Middlebury and Spencerville, Indiana. We're going to be doing back-to-back meetings there in Indiana. And then also the third week, Brian is
Right.
then going to go to Kentucky
Yeah, so we'll hit Munfordville and Pembroke area.
and Pembroke
Kentucky.
area in Kentucky. Also, I learned that I think Joel Brenneman is working on some meetings in June, and Gentry from corporate is going to be working with Joel on those as well. So I don't know exactly those areas, but here's the deal. Global convention is going to be amazing. And we want to continue to pour fuel on that fire. We're seeing people rank advance. We're getting back in. People are calling us all day, every day. We love it. Asking questions, three-way phone calls, all the things. And so we want to keep that momentum going, right? Especially throughout summer. And so this road show is our way of helping that happen. So we'll make sure that you guys have all the information that you need as far as locations and times and details well in advance so that you can promote to your teams, get your guests there, get customers there, and just put butts in seats, as Skip likes to say. Put butts in seats, because that's the name of the game. Whoever has the most butts in seats wins, right? Yeah, I think that's it. So I don't know. That's all I got. I'm ready to let people go for the night, Brian, unless you had any last burning words of wisdom or.
No, I just one final thought, I guess, and let people go. Is we had a great month last month. Volume was up in some teams and down in other teams, and that's how it is. And people would call us cross line from other teams like, "Hey, is your volume down? Our volume's down." It's like, well, no, our volume's up. And the point is, and I think the lesson learned is you get to create your own momentum in this business. So it doesn't matter what other people are doing. It really doesn't. So some people may not be working as hard and they have a down month, or maybe they're working hard, but they still have a down month, and that's okay. That effort will yield fruit later on, and they'll have an up month later. So don't get caught up in what's happening good or bad in other people's business. You're in complete control of your business, and you can be thriving even if other people aren't. That's the beauty of this is you have that control in your own business to have a good month. And so don't get these preconceived notions of, oh, we're getting into summer. Summer's a slow month. It doesn't matter. It can be your best months of the year if you want it. So so I just want to put that thought out there because we really had a great month last month. I think the sale helped a little bit with that. But yeah, again, other teams, they were down in volume, and our team and some other teams were up in volume. And again, it's because people can create their own momentum, and that's what we're seeing. So just keep that in mind as you're out there working.
Awesome.
That's it.
Great. No, great message. You are in control. Don't compare yourselves to other people. Thank you again for taking time to join us. We, of course, will make this replay available. It'll be on the Team Legacy YouTube channel. I'll also load it up on our dial-in calls for those who couldn't listen tonight so they can listen throughout the week. But thanks again for joining us. Again, if you want to place those Axio orders for the Tiger's Blood, you got to reach out and let us know. Otherwise, have yourselves a fantastic week, everybody, and take care.
Bye, everybody.